Praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWAHSHI, Bahashem, Rekah Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that learned this truth from the men at GMS and the brethren with a like-minded doctrine. This is the brother Abakala while I'm here with another hopeful, edifying video to the body of Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWAHSHI. I want to bring out, this is nothing new, but I just want to share this article that I came across. It says from Thought. Um, it says the title says, "Was Alexander the Great a Greek?" So we know that Alexander the Great was not a Greek. Originally, as the original Greeks and Alexander the Macedonian were different people. He just conquered that area. So I'm gonna just read a little bit of this article. It says a major figure in Greek history, Alexander the Great conquered much of the world, spreading Greek culture from India to Egypt. But the question of whether Alexander the Great was actually a Greek continues to spark debate. And it says right here, it says, what nationality was Alexander the Great? Um, the second, this paragraph, and it says, the question of whether Alexander the Great was actually Greek resonates among modern Greeks and the Macedonians, who are extremely proud of Alexander and want him for one of their own. So each one wanted them to claim Alexander the Great as their own. Times have certainly changed. When Alexander and his father conquered Greece, see what happened there? When Alexander and his father conquered Greece, many Greeks weren't so eager to welcome the Macedonians as their fellows. So that's what happened. The Greeks was conquered by Alexander the Great and his father. They was Macedonians. So originally he wasn't a Greek. He was of the Macedonians. And it says the political borders and ethics composition of Alexander's homeland, Macedonia, are not now the same as they were at the time of Alexander's empire. Slavic people, which I'm gonna do another lesson on this topic, Slavic, which is a language. They spoke Slavic. Slavic people, a group to which Alexander the Great did not belong, migrated to Macedonia centuries later, 7th century CE, making the genetic composition of the modern Macedonians citizens of the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, or FYROM, different from those of the 4th century BCE. So, hey guys, here this historian says, Macedonians considered themselves to be and were treated by Alexander the Great as being separate from the Greeks. They were proud to be so. So the Macedonians they considered themselves not Greeks. They considered themselves different from the Greeks, separate from the Greeks. So that's just some information out that he wasn't a Greek originally. So I'm gonna go to First Maccabees 1:1. And it says, this is the account of Alexander the Great in the Bible. This is in the Apocrypha. First Maccabees 1:1, Salakia, and it says, and it happened after Alexander's son, Salakia, and it happened after that Alexander son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius king of the Persians and the Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. So that's what it means there. It says the first over Greece. He was the first one to reign over the Greeks, which were Japhetic people, which I have noted here. Like in Daniel's the 8th chapter and the 20th verse, it says, the ram which thou sawest had having two horns are the kings of the Medes and in Persia, and the rough goat, um, verse 21, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia. The great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. So that's Alexander the Great. You know, he was the first to reign over Greeks, and the Greeks were originally Japhetic people, Japhites. You know, the Greeks were originally Japhites. And I'm gonna read verse 2. It says, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils in many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. So that's what it, like Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which is these Edomites, man. You know, so that's the account. He was the first to reign over Greece. He wasn't originally, they wasn't originally Greeks. There was Macedonians. So he like, you know, Elder Malcolm, you know, he goes you know, to clear these discrepancies up. He goes into a lot of historic detail on these accounts. But I just want to share that info, you know, because this is a good read, and I'm probably gonna play this video down here too. This video at the end. This is a short clip. Basically going to say the same thing I just said, but I'm going to just play it anyway. On a budget! Reach inside the box and tell us what you think it is. Yeah, it's not wanting to play. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it, you know, because that was basically that was the point, you know, because he wasn't originally a Greek, and the Greeks were originally Japhetic people, people of dark skin. They had melanin. They was a dark skin race of people. They were the Japhites. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it. You know, I hope it was edifying. Uh, I want to say call Halayim La YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI Ba'ashem Rakakadash. And Shalom till next time. Yahweh Ratazah, which means Lord willing. And why Bible Ball. ETA soon.